Hello, everyone. Hope everyone is doing well. There are just a couple of days, hours almost left until Yom Kippur, that great and awesome day. I'd like to take this opportunity to share with everyone who is not in Shul or in the main sanctuary for the Shabbos Shiva Drasha this past Shabbos, when we announced a very important initiative for this upcoming year. And I'd like to share that with everyone, but I'll first frame it with a brief Torah thought. The Mishnah says that on Rosh Hashanah we all pass before Hashem one by one in a single file line over in Lefanav Kibbenei Marom. And the Gemara has three interpretations to that phrase, three parables, metaphors to understand this. Either we walk one by one like sheep in front of the shepherd, or we walk one by one like people walking perilously along a narrow edge of a cliff or mountain. But another interpretation is we walk before Hashem, kechayalos, like soldiers, passing before their sergeant, their lieutenant, their general. And the soldiers are being checked, are being evaluated, are being tested. Are they ready? Are they fit to take on another mission? And some missions are commanded, placed upon the soldiers, but the soldiers also can choose their own missions sometimes. And moreover, just as every individual is judged from Rosh Hashanah to Yom Kippur, we find that communities are judged. Hashem looks at each and every community, and each and every community, including the Young Israel of Brookline, so to speak, passes before Hashem this time. And in this metaphor, we are not just individual soldiers, but we are together. We are a platoon. We are a brigade. And the question is, what missions will Hashem give us, and what missions do we want to take on to earn the chance to have another mission the following year? For several years, I have wanted to do something. COVID got in the way, as it did for many things. For several years, I have wanted to introduce at the beginning of each year around this time a spiritual focus for the shul, for this upcoming year, a mission for our shul. Not to take away from the core values and everything else that we do in the shul, trying to build a welcoming Torah community and everything that is involved with that, all programs, all aspects of that. But each year, we should have some spiritual focus. And I don't mean this just to be a gimmick to put on posters, but that every year there should be some aspect of our Judaism, some aspect of our avodas Hashem, how we serve God, be it a specific mitzvah observance, a character trait, how to be a better human being. And our community should be focused on that, to do it together. It's a framework for individuals to plug in and find encouragement in their own individual lives. And God willing, it will work, and we'll repeat it. And the next year, we'll have a new mission. We'll focus on a new aspect. And so this first year, though, I wanted to begin with what is the foundation of a shul, a Beit Knesset, and that is Tefillah, prayer. The Shabbos Shiva Drasha, we read together and discussed and really plumbed the depths of three stories from the Talmud about prayer, about how different sages prayed in different styles, some with more awe, some more appealing to mercy, how different sages admitted that they had trouble praying and were jealous of how other sages were able to pray. And of course, prayer is something that we do every day, every Shabbos. But because of that, it is the easiest to take for granted, for it to be overlooked, for it to become stale. Now, not everything we do in the shul this year programmatically will be connected, but as some examples of ideas that we are planning, we normally have a few special scholars in residence weekends. So this year, one will be a Shabbos of song with a special chazan or musical group. That will be a really inspiring, joyful Shabbos of Tefillah. We want to make our Tefillah more joyful. We have several ideas of a speaker who would come in and share a very powerful and sophisticated message of a personal story of prayer, be an example when a prayer was answered, or perhaps when a prayer was not answered. Over the year, we'll introduce an initiative to strengthen the daily minyanim, and I want to take this opportunity to recognize all those who come to shul on a daily or near daily schedule, in the morning or evening or both. They are among the unsung heroes of the shul. There'll be special opportunities to learn for people within the shul to share their own tefillah experiences. And it'll be a year in which we will work on how we daven together in this room, but also it'll be a framework for people in their homes to be growing and to derive encouragement to know that I'm not working on this alone, but I'm part of a brigade. I'm part of a platoon, all working and pulling in the same direction, whether a person wants to add another tefillah or bracha to their regular weekly schedule, or whether it's someone who wants to find more meaning, find more kavana in davening. I know that I personally want to grow in my tefillah this year, and I know that I will find encouragement and strength knowing that many of you will be doing the same. If you'd like to be more involved in any way, please feel free to reach out to me, to the Gabayim, to Yitzi, or Elite. There'll be many other people involved in different aspects of this. And we hope that this coming year, this year that has already begun, 5783, we hope it'll be a year that we learn how to more deeply pray, which means by definition learning more about ourselves, what is in our hearts, and how we connect to Hashem. We hope that it will begin in just a couple of days on Yom Kippur. Yom Kippur should be a day of true, deep, inspiring, life-changing prayer, and it should bless us with forgiveness, with life, with joy and health for all of us in this upcoming year. I wish everyone a Gemar Chasima Tova and a Shana Tova.